And McInnes, who says Pittodrie jobs will be on the line unless the Scottish government relax their lockdown measures and allow fans back at Aberdeen, is upbeat ahead of the return to action. The manager said, "Looking back on the first day of the season, we didn't do anything in possession bar the last 15 minutes. We looked like a team who were undercooked that day. We didn't look ready and were like a team who hadn't played for a long time, but we have come back. We have started well and there is enough evidence there to think we can have a good campaign, but it is only a start. I keep stressing that because it's still early in the campaign. Rangers are also unbeaten at Ibrox this season. Aberdeen have had a decent record in recent seasons and McInnes believes his third-placed team can keep that going." He added, "Some teams will test you more, but that sort of consistency on the road should give us confidence we can get a result on Sunday. We have to take confidence from our record against Rangers and that's something I will be reminding the players of. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but there is evidence we can get results there. Obviously Sunday will be a difficult game. We'll have to see how we're fixed because of the injuries because we have a few problems, but the squad has dealt with having players out before and that should give us confidence that we can do it. It's going to be a test, but we have shown we can do it." The Dons are set to announce worrying financial figures, like every other club in Scottish football. This week is a result of the financial fallout from the coronavirus pandemic. McInnes admitted that Aberdeen were only able to keep all their staff in employment because of Chairman Dave Cormack's rescue plan, that saw him bring new investment into the club and sell Scott McKenna to Nottingham Forest for £3 million. While the majority of the players and staff agreed to take substantial wage cuts, Aberdeen have already held a successful trial event but they are unable to welcome any more fans, unlike Ross County, because they are still in Tier 2 of the national lockdown. McInnes stated, "Sometimes it feels like we are as far away from it as we've ever been, but the chairman coming out last week and expressing his concerns was only natural. It's my job to look after the team and get results. It's his job to safeguard the future of the club. There's obvious concerns there from everybody. We've managed to keep everybody in employment at the club. That hasn't been easy and it's taken a lot of sacrifices from people to make sure that is the case. We're just keen as a club to get some sort of idea as to when we can get some encouragement to get supporters back in and bring some much needed money into the club. If it does continue as it is, keeping everybody in jobs is going to be a real challenge." McInnes accepts that the authorities also have to do what is right for the country but believes there can still be some middle ground. The chairman is only trying to put that out there, that is our reality. McInnes insisted, so he has every right to voice his concerns. "We've got to look after our club, find a way forward and get round the table again and see how we can navigate a way through this, but everyone would accept that the ongoing situation we've got in certain areas is a worry." McInnes will let Cormack continue to look after the finances while he tries to keep up Aberdeen's solid Premiership start on the park. Sunday will be another game behind closed doors rather than going into the Lions' Den. McInnes believes his side are now used to that and the environment is actually benefiting our officials. He stated, "We are used to it and switch off from that and just concentrate really on the game. The game just becomes about the players and playing in a way where there is a wee bit less emotion in it. Refereeing decisions are a lot better. They are not perfect, but referees are making good decisions, maybe because there is not that added pressure from the supporters and all the rest of it."